a little known gem on the island of Barbados is Hunte's Garden, and I've got the owner, Anthony Hunte, here to tell us more. Hello, Anthony.
Hi,
Thanks very much. Nice to meet you. Tell us about your gardens.
Well, I've been in horticulture since I was 27. I'm not going to say how old I am now. And when I moved to Castlegrant almost 20 years ago, which is in the hills of St. Joseph and really good for gardening, I had always an idea to build a really nice garden. So when I got the main debts out of my business financially, I then started this garden, and that was started 4.5 years ago. It took me 2 years to finish it, and in 2 years then I opened.
So where exactly are we?
We're right in St. Joseph in the middle of the island.
Okay.
Everywhere, of course, in Barbados is very close. There's nowhere that's further than half an hour away. So we're half an hour from the west coast or from Christchurch, St. Lawrence Gap area.
What's the history of the property we're on?
This working sugar plantation for several hundred years. There was also a sugar factory, and it made actual syrup here. And so the buildings around are the site of a working plantation. There's still canes grown in all the agriculture land and other produce.
And is this all native species here that we see?
In the gully, in the whole garden, all the old vegetation, that will be native to Barbados. But then I've introduced species from around the world because I've been collecting my whole life. This is very, very rare in the West Indies to have these. All the stems are always red. And this is quite an interesting one. This is called Kensia, and look at the new leaf on this. See when these unfurl, they come up like, see it there? Tree fern.
What's this lovely yellow plant
That's
here?
shrimp plant or Bella Perona, and the hummingbirds love it. So often sitting here very quietly, you'll see the hummingbirds and the banana quits.
So you've been open now to the public for how long?
2.5 years.
And how can they contact you if they want to come and see you?
Well, we're open 7 days a week. I have an old slogan which I've used again, 7 days a week including Sundays, which means that we're open every day. The only day you wouldn't find me open is perhaps Christmas Day and maybe New Year's Day, but other than that, we're open every day.
So just bring your taxi driver, get your taxi driver or your
That's
tour
right.
guide to bring you here and enjoy the garden.
You can sit on my veranda, which is the old stables, and have a rum punch afterwards. It's good Monk Gay rum. Monk Gay rum has a wonderful story. I think the gentleman who was in St. Lucie and the original founder of Monk Gay, you can still see the signature on the Monk Gay bottle. He had 72 children. I think that was the limit for Barbados.
Have you got any plans to expand this at all, or are you kind of at your capacity?
No, what we're going to do here is about 1.75 acres, and come October of 2009 this year, we will be bringing a huge collection of orchids because they kind of make a tropical garden. It's really the most exotic tropical flowering plant. And although we have lots of flowering things like anthuriums and bromeliads, the best will be when we bring all the orchids in October.
It's quite an unusual garden because we're actually about halfway up the whole layout, but there's quite a drop down here, probably what, 30 feet down, 50 feet maybe, and you're all on a terrace, different terraces.
Yeah, it's all different terraces, and people have the opportunity of sitting in different areas, and this one is on a path that everybody goes by, but many on the bottom are behind plants and little private areas where you can sit and not see other people, which makes it really private.
It is. It's very, very peaceful here. I mean, you can just hear the birds and the monkeys occasionally.
Yeah, the monkeys come through, and then the birds get a little neurotic because the monkeys are looking to have some eggs from the bird's nest. For those wives or husbands that don't want to dive, perhaps they can come and visit the entire interior of Barbados and drink a rum punch.
Especially at Hunt's Garden.
Yeah, exactly. Hunt's Gardens is a place to come and do both. Thank you.
Well, look, Anthony, it's been a lovely experience coming to your garden, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, thanks for coming, and we hope you'll return to Barbados and bring everybody else from wherever we're being viewed, you know.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.